Kathy, I got a new drone. It's awesome.
You bought something again? You've been making too many unnecessary purchases lately.
What? It's a necessary investment. It's important to keep up with the latest technology, right?
But do you realize how much money you've been spending? It's hurting the family budget.
Don't worry, it wasn't that expensive. It's okay to splurge a little to enjoy life.
Wait a minute, Carl. We don't have unlimited money, okay? We have to calculate our monthly expenses and prepare for the future.
Don't worry so much. I have a job and an income too.
What's the point of having an income if you're wasting it on useless things? Last time, you bought a new video game console, and before that, a fancy camera.
That's a hobby. There's nothing wrong with spending money on a hobby, right?
There's nothing wrong with spending money on hobbies, but you're going overboard. There are many other things we need money for.
Such as?
We need to save for the future and have an emergency fund for house repairs or even sudden medical expenses. Have you ever thought about that?
If you're thinking about those things, that's good enough for both of us.
We have living expenses, and if we keep wasting money, it might affect our everyday life.
Shut up. I understand. But once in a while is good enough, right?
Once in a while is fine, but not too often. Think about the family budget and spend your money more prudently.
You're such a nag. You know, splurging occasionally is good for relieving stress, right? If we had a little fun in our lives, we could live more fulfilling lives.
Of course fun is important, but it has to be planned. If things continue as they are now, I worry about our future.
Do we really need to worry about the future? It's important to enjoy the present.
That's true. But if we spend money without a plan, we'll suffer later. We need to build up our savings as much as possible for the future.
But if we just keep saving money all the time, life's going to get boring, you know?
So it's important to find a balance. Spend money on what you need, but don't waste money. That is sound household management.
Yes, you're such a nag.
What's that?
But not this drone. I've already bought it, so it's mine.
Geez, seriously? Please, just use money wisely, okay?
Kathy, I had a thought at work. I came up with a great idea. I'm so excited just imagining it.
What is it? I have a bad feeling about this.
Why are you always so negative? Well, okay. Let's go on a trip next month.
Huh? What's wrong all of a sudden? What's happening next month? Is it our anniversary?
Not that kind of thing. But it's nice once in a while, isn't it? Let's go somewhere and have some fun.
I'm sorry, but I'm not in the mood.
Why are you so gloomy? What's the matter?
I've been feeling a bit overwhelmed lately because of everything that's been happening. Especially when I think about my grandmother, I can't help but feel down.
Are you still agonizing over your grandmother? It's not good for your health to keep carrying it around forever, you know? You don't have to be so gloomy.
I'm not agonizing over it, but I still miss her sometimes. When I think about it, I feel like crying. Because she was really important to me.
Well, they say everyone has to go someday. It's a path we all have to walk, so we just have to get through it.
Yes, but ever since my grandmother passed away, I feel like there's a gaping hole in my heart. It's tough not being able to feel her warmth anymore.
If you are like that, your grandmother in heaven will be sad too, right? You have to stay positive, or your grandmother won't be able to rest easy watching over you.
I'm sorry, I know, but I still can't get over it. It was a sudden separation, and I wasn't prepared for it.
Well, that's okay. That's why we should go somewhere to take our minds off things. I think it would be good to refresh ourselves a bit.
Where are we going so suddenly? I can't think about traveling right now. I'm not in the mood. I'm sorry.
You feel bad, don't you? Then how about giving me some money for the trip as a gesture of apology?
What? What do you mean, apology? Why should I pay for your travel expenses?
Because you don't want to go, right? If that's the case, I'll go and refresh myself, and you pay for it.
I heard that earlier. Why should I pay for your travel expenses? I'm asking you.
I'm in the mood for a quick trip while you want to stay home and think about Grandma. At least, if you feel bad for me, you could pay for my trip as an apology.
That's a terrible thing to say. Besides, I don't have that kind of money.
What are you talking about? You have your grandmother's inheritance, right?
Her legacy? I told you I'd keep that in a safe place. I can't spend it just like that.
Hey, come on. That would be letting a good opportunity go to waste. Since it's extra income, you might as well spend it and enjoy yourself.
What extra income? Are you kidding me? Do you call the money you received from someone's death extra income?
Money isn't inherently evil. I'm saying I'll use it before it grows mold.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about ethics. Our perspectives on money are completely different.
Why are you so mad at me? I'm just trying to make you feel better.
Huh? How did it come to this? I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm not paying for your travel expenses.
Why not?
Isn't it obvious? Enough already. If you want to travel so badly, go ahead and pay for it yourself.
Well, that's fine. I'll take it out of our savings for now.
By our savings, do you mean the joint savings? Didn't I just say pay for it yourself?
I don't have that much money in my savings. I'll pay for the trip out of our joint savings.
I'm against it, so you can't do that either.
Why are you so against it? I want to have fun too.
If you want to go so badly, why don't you use your own savings?
Because my savings is not enough. So why won't you let me use our joint savings?
That's money for our future. You can't waste it on such things.
Shut up. That's enough. Anyway, I'll go by myself.
Go ahead, but don't rely on me. Hey, Carl, are you going on another trip this Sunday?
Yeah, is that bad? I went last week and got hooked on hot springs. I'm looking forward to another trip.
I can't believe it. How selfish can you be?
Huh? Who's being selfish? I'm just trying to refresh myself, that's all.
You're making one travel plan after another, ignoring my attempts to stop you. Think about the family budget a little.
Don't worry about the finances. I'm thinking about it too.
I don't think so. It's not normal to go on vacation week after week.
But you know, life is so stressful. This is the best time to refresh and rejuvenate.
First of all, what stress are you talking about? You're wasting your money on frequent trips.
It's just a day trip, so it doesn't cost that much.
That's the problem. Small expenses add up and become a big burden.
It's too late to discuss this. I've already made plans.
You've decided on your own again. I'm really appalled.
Don't be so angry. This time, it's special.
Special? You've been doing it every week. Are you even listening to me? If you want to refresh yourself, there are other ways.
You're so annoying.
Hey, Carl, we need to talk. I didn't think this was something to discuss over line, but I wanted to let you know before you come home.
What's wrong? Is it something serious?
Yeah, divorce.
What? Why?
Because our values don't match.
What values?
The way we spend money. Hey, do you know how much you've spent this month?
What's your problem? I didn't spend that much.
Think about it.
Travel expenses, right? My computer, my mom's bag, my dad's fishing gear, and... and the deposit on remodeling my parents' house. And... yeah, I heard my parents want to replace the family car soon. That's okay, right?
Not okay at all. You know we are not wealthy enough to spend thousands of dollars a month. Even if we are, I can't understand how you can cut into our savings without discussing it with me. I've reached my limit, so let's get a divorce.
No, wait a minute. It's true that we are not wealthy, but we have money.
No, we don't.
Don't lie. Grandma's inheritance is worth thousands, right? I know that. It would be foolish not to splurge with that kind of money.
That money is not for spending lavishly. It's meant to remember my grandmother by, and to be used when needed.
Huh? You're an idiot. How can a legacy have a specific use? I've never heard of such a thing.
You're the one who's stupid. You spent thousands from the joint savings without consulting me.
I used the joint savings because you refused to give me the inheritance. This is your fault.
I've told you repeatedly, I'm not going to give it to you. It's mine. Just divorce me already. I can't stand living like this anymore.
Well, all right. If you insist so much, I'll divorce you. But let's wait until I've finished spending the money at least.
After you finish spending the money? How far are you going to go with that?
We still have some savings left, so let's just get divorced after I finish spending it all.
I'm stunned. How self-centered can you really be? I told you not to spend our savings without my permission.
It's okay. Make up for it later. Sometimes you have to spend a lot to stimulate the economy, right?
You really have to cut the crap already. It's not about the money.
Take it easy. I'm going to stay at my parents' house for a while so we can talk about the remodeling. In the meantime, you need to cool down.
I'm completely chill. Your behavior is the problem.
Aren't you overreacting? You're still upset about your grandmother, aren't you?
No, I'm mad at you right now. I'm sick and tired of your irresponsible behavior.
Okay. Anyway, I'll get back to you when things calm down.
Look, I'm trying to be serious. Don't dodge the issue.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Take it easy.
Carl, you've always been reckless with money, but recently, I've come to understand even more why you've been spending so much. How much more can you disappoint me?
What's up? What's with the harsh words?
You were having an affair. I already know all about it.
What is this all of a sudden? I'm having an affair? I'm not having an affair. What proof do you have?
I had a detective agency investigate, so lying won't work. I know everything you did.
A detective agency? What's that? When did you... Don't be sneaky.
Sneaky? Which one of us is sneaky? How far are you going to go to fool me by spending my savings without my permission and having an affair?
There's no need to be so angry. It's your own fault to begin with.
My fault? How can it be my fault?
It's all your fault I cheated on you. I had no choice but to have an affair because you wouldn't have me. You're not the kind of woman who divorces and gets away from me, huh? It's all your fault.
Huh? My fault? You think that's an excuse?
Yes, it is. If you'd let me be, none of this would have happened.
I don't need excuses. I'm going ahead with the divorce proceedings.
What? Divorce? Are you serious?
I'm serious. I'm going to ask for alimony for the affair along with the divorce.
Alimony? Are you kidding me?
And I'm also going to charge you for the savings that you spent without my permission.
The depleted savings? You're supposed to make up for that, right?
No, I don't know what that means. And there's no way I'm going to make up for it.
So, when I used the savings, it was basically like a pre-borrowing from your inheritance, right?
There's no such thing as pre-borrowing my inheritance.
How can you not understand? It's pre-borrowing, like an advance.
I don't understand it either, so I'll let it go. I don't want to discuss this any further with you.
Huh? Don't say that. Chill.
I'll contact you through my lawyer again later.
Hey, lawyer, you're making such a big deal out of this. What right do you have to do that on your own?
Well, goodbye. I have nothing more to say to you.
Wait a minute. I'm not accepting that kind of ending. Let's talk again.
There's no more room for discussion. I've reached my limit with your behavior.
Limit? That's such an exaggeration. Let's talk about it a little more calmly.
I can't talk calmly anymore. That's why I'm saying I'll contact you through my lawyer.
You're really pushing me over the edge, aren't you?
I'm the one who feels cornered.
Hey, Kathy, I have something I want to ask you.
Something you want to ask me? I'm sure there's nothing more to discuss.
Don't be so smug. Did you do the property division yet?
We've done the property division, haven't we? We've gone through all the formalities. Everything should be in order.
I've only received a couple of thousand so far. That's far from enough.
I've subtracted what you've spent, and that's all I've got. What more do you want?
There's something you haven't shared yet. You're really forgetting something, aren't you?
What would that be?
Your inheritance. I'm asking you to give me half of it.
Property division doesn't apply to my inheritance. My inheritance is personal.
You received your inheritance when we got married. So of course, we should split it 50-50. I have a right to it.
Oh, I see. So that's why you agreed to divorce? Thinking you'll get a share of the inheritance?
Just give it to me. I was counting on it.
I'm sorry, but my inheritance is not subject to property division. You have no right to it.
What? What are you talking about? I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, it's true. My inheritance is my personal property. It has nothing to do with you.
No, that's crazy. We were married. You received it while we were married.
The inheritance is something I received, not we received. You misunderstood the situation from the very beginning.
No. What? No way. We received it, didn't we?
If you're not convinced, why don't you contact an expert yourself? You'll realize how ignorant you are.
That's not fair. If I had known, I wouldn't have divorced you.
You don't have to tell me that. You made your own decisions and acted accordingly.
Okay, let's not divorce.
Huh? What?
I'm calling off the divorce. I can't accept that.
I've already filed the papers and they've been accepted.
If you don't annul it, I'll sue you.
Who are you going to sue? I think you'll just embarrass yourself if you do that, so don't.
Why did you let this happen? I thought I was getting a big payout, so I divorced you. This is just gonna ruin my plan, damn it.
What the hell were you planning to do with that empty head of yours? Actually, I'm not interested. Anyway, I'm sorry for your loss.
Wait a minute. Kathy, I have a favor to ask.
What? We have nothing to do with each other anymore.
Please help me.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Actually, I had promised to buy various things because I was expecting to inherit.
For who?
My mom and dad.
I guess you'll have to pay for that yourself, huh?
I mean, because of the alimony and everything, I've run out of money. I don't have a penny left.
Well, I guess you'll just have to apologize and take back your promise.
If I don't fulfill my promise, I won't be able to stay in this house anymore.
Things will get sorted once you stand on your own 2 feet.
That's impossible. My mom's holding my paycheck, and I have a $50 allowance.
Oh, that's it? What did you do about that affair you were having? Why don't you get her to help you?
That woman was after my money. She went out with me because she thought I was rich. When my savings ran out, she said, "Not interested in you because you don't have any money." She dumped me and I never heard from her again.
Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
It wasn't supposed to be like this. If it were going to be like this, I would have been much happier when I was married to you.
You ruined that happiness, though.
I regret it. I wish I had chosen you back then, so we could still be living happily together.
It's too late.
I'm really sorry, and I apologize from the bottom of my heart. So please, help me.
What exactly do you want from me?
I want you to marry me again and take me out of this house.
I don't think so.
Why? You're all I have left. What am I going to do without you? I can't stand to be disrespected anymore by mom and dad. How am I supposed to live on a $50 allowance?
So, hey, how does it feel to be treated like an ATM by your family?
Huh?
How does it feel? I'm asking you.
That's the worst. Every day is hell. My mom whines to me every day and my dad makes fun of me.
I know. I was going through the same thing.
Oh, no. I didn't mean... I never thought I was treating you that way.
I'm so fed up with hearing about my inheritance every time we meet.
I'll change. I won't do that again. So give me one more chance.
When you've fixed everything that's wrong with yourself, I hope you can meet someone better next time.
Next time? There won't be a next time. I want you. I want to be with you.
Sorry, I don't feel the same way.
Don't say that. I want you.
I guess this is really goodbye now. Well then, be well.
Kathy, wait. Please listen to me.
Until you find someone better next time, hang in there. I'm tired of being the ATM for the family. I've nothing more to say to you. I'm going to block you now.
Kathy, don't block me, please.
After that, Carl became his family's ATM. He no longer has any money at his disposal, and the purse strings seem to be firmly held by his mother. He has asked me many times for help, but I have ignored his messages. It's none of my business. Carl ran away from his parents' house. I guess he couldn't endure the pressure and control of his family anymore. But he had nowhere to go, so he just wandered around town. Carl's job didn't last. His friends left him, and he had no one to help him. His irresponsible behavior ruined everything. I hope he learns how to live his life earning his own money. I have started a new life. I'm working, of course, but recently, I've been putting a lot of effort into my hobby of gardening. Every time a beautiful flower blooms, my heart is healed. I would like to continue to move forward without being bound by the past.